In today's video, we're going to be decorating the interior of our 2-story hillside beach house in Bloxburg. I love the way this house turned out and I'm so excited to build it with you guys. So I'm going to be walking you through the entire building process with my voice, and I'll show you guys an exclusive tour of this house in my next video, so make sure you stay tuned. So let's start building and decorating the inside. The total house value is about $280,000. Sorry, I kind of decorated a lot, but it's really cute, so I'd say it's worth it. So if you built the exterior already, you only need $225,000. I hope that's not too much, but guys, let's just have some fun with this house. It's really cool. I'm so excited, guys. I love the way this house turned out. This is literally my favorite beach house ever. So we're going to start off by placing the floors, and all the floors are going to be colored oyster, and we're also going to use the wide vertical planks, but the bathrooms and the sunroom and the garage are going to have a different flooring, but all the other rooms, like the main rooms, the hallway and everything, they'll have this floor. And then for the stairs, we're going to place the attitude stairs. We're actually going to place 2 of them, so where those pink markings are, that's where we're going to place them. And I love these stairs. They feel very like beachy to me, and they're going to be like in the living room, which I just love. I just love like this layout I came up with. Like, I love the way I set this up. So yeah, go ahead and place this floor everywhere except for the bedrooms and the bathrooms. I'll skip those, but then I'll place a new floor for them. But I am so excited, guys, to finish decorating this house. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I can't emphasize it enough. And we're going to use a lot of the primary colors from the exterior, so that's basically all we use, honestly. The yellow, the blue, like white, and that's really it. So for the bathrooms, we're going to be using white with the marble diagonal border tiles material. I love this. It's really pretty. So place the rest of the floor everywhere else. And obviously after this, we'll place the pillars because I didn't place those yet. And then we'll get some wall trim, which will be really nice because we love wall trim. And then for the sunroom, just skip that flooring for now because I don't know what I'm doing yet. I figured out later on in the video. But yeah, go upstairs once you have the flooring, and then obviously place them. Make sure that the ceiling is white. And this is really easy, the second floor, because we only have like 3 rooms. The garage doesn't really count. We have 2 bedrooms up here, we have 1 bathroom, and then obviously the garage. And as you guys know, I'm not speeding this video up at all, so yeah, hopefully it's easy for you to follow. And I will be speaking throughout this video, guys, so you'll hear what I have to say. Oh my gosh, 2 hours of me talking. Oh my gosh, it's only because I didn't speed this video up. So for the garage, we are going to be doing a concrete because it's really easy and basic garage. You don't really need to do much. We don't really do much to it anyway, so it's pretty good. And then obviously we're just gonna place down the floor upstairs to the hallway, but make sure you don't place it where the stairs are. Place it like around the stairs, if that makes sense. We want that big gap in the center of the floor. We want there to be a hole there because I think it looks nice. I have a really cool vision and it turned out really cool, I think. So yeah, just follow what I do. I just basically go around the stairs, and that's about it. So the floor is all finished, and now I'm going to place down the pillars because I didn't do those, but I'll skip that because it's boring. So now we can go ahead and place the wall trim. So we're going to use basically, oh, but first I forgot, we're coloring the walls. So we're going to be using light stone gray on every wall. Some walls will have different materials, but each wall is going to be colored light stone gray. I think this is such a nice beachy color. It's so pretty. It's like a light whitish yellow. So for the wall trim, we're going to be using the flat crown molding at the tops of the walls, and then for the bottom wall trim, we're going to be using that really pretty fancy paneling, the new one that we got. I love this, and all of them will be colored white. Super easy, and they're just so pretty. I love them. And now over here, we're going to place down these modern square windows. They'll be colored the same as the windows we've been using. And then we're going to go ahead and work on the entranceway. We'll place down the rest of the wall trim once we like build each room. We'll go room by room. I just really want to start decorating. So we're also going to do this wide door frame. This will be obviously the entranceway, how you like get to your house, like everything. Okay, so now we'll really begin decorating the entrance. So I'm going to use a welcome mat, and then I love to use hat stands because that's like basic. Yeah. Okay, and this is where it gets important. So the yellow that we used for the exterior that we were using for like the wall trim, like the sand and everything, we're going to be using that. So the yellow and the wood grain is going to be the wood color and wood material that we use throughout the entire house. Guys, I love it so much. So make sure you use the yellow, whatever yellow you use for the exterior. You can use beige, anything like that, but I use the same custom colors that I used. So just copy the colors from the exterior, and that's what we're using for the interior. Like I said before, yellow, blue, white. Then you'll see me taking some plants from the exterior because yes, we need plants. Oh my gosh, just wait until you see the sunroom. Oh my gosh, I'm placing so many. Oh no. Anyway, we're gonna add a bit more to this entranceway. I'll give you guys some time to place everything, and then obviously add in more if you want to. But I am going to place this ladder shelf with obviously the same colors, the white, the yellow with the wood, and then I'll place some decorations like seashells. So we're definitely doing seashells. Why is it that whenever I build beach homes, I forget seashells exist in the game until like I'm done with the build? At least I remembered for the interior. I forgot for the exterior, but it's okay. And then books, and then I'll place down like sunglasses, car keys, because those are like essentials. So go ahead, place down anything else you want. I'll give you guys a break for me talking so you can build a bit. I'm also going to place down some lights. I'm going to place down this cylinder pendant in the corner. I'll use this a few times, so we'll color it white. And then linen lighting, guys. Linen and yellow lighting. That's what we're using today. Mostly linen though. And then for the walls, I'm going to place down this square shelf and then just like make it a bit smaller. And then place down some basic decorations like seashells, you know, maybe a plant, one on each side to make it symmetrical. Alright, that's basically it for the front entranceway room, whatever you want to call that, the foyer thingy. So now what we can do is start working on the living room, which guys, this is one of my favorite rooms. I actually love like every room, but the living room, oh my gosh. So obviously place down the wall trim and everything. So we're going to start off and place down this rectangular carpet. And then we're going to use a contemporary sofa set. We're going to do 2 of these. Obviously, we're going to color it yellow with the wood grain. That'll be the, obviously, whatever wood color of the legs, you know. And then the couch itself is going to be that blue that we use for the exterior wall color because I love it. And then skip the pillows for now because we're going to get new pillows. So I'm going to copy that and place one on the other side. So basically one next to each like ladder staircase. And then I'm going to resize the carpet a bit, make it a bit smaller. And then the carpet material will be white. And I do use a carpet material, but I also use a lot of the wood planks. And then I outlined it with yellow and the wood grain. So it's honestly your preference. But for the pillows, I'm going to use these tufted pillows and color them the yellow. Of course, it's so pretty and beachy already. And now for the table, I'm going to be using this glamorous like coffee like circular table. Once again, the white with the yellow and the wood. And then I'll place some books on this. Obviously, any decorations you want, maybe a coffee mug, some seashells, add in anything else, and then we'll place a TV. I'm also doing floral pillows just because I love these and I want them in real life. I've seen them before. And whenever I see them in Bloxburg, I'm always like, oh my gosh, these are so me. I also placed one window next to each staircase, the same modern square windows. Okay, so now we can work on the TV area, which is going to be actually a fireplace, guys. We're going to use this really fancy, kind of expensive, it's okay though, fireplace. Obviously linen lighting, it'll be colored white, and I'm going to place 2 of these and make them like connect with each other. And then on top of this fireplace is where I'm going to place the TV. Now I'm going to be using kind of an expensive TV. It's this like, I don't even know what it is, but it's like a flat screen TV. It's kind of pricey. I'll just color it all white and then I'll place it on top of the fireplace. And then I'll decorate this area a bit. So I'm going to place down some lights. I'm going to use these really cool neon lights. I use these a bit. They're pretty nice and beachy, I think, kind of modern. And then I'm going to place down an oak shelf. I'm actually going to place down like 3 of these and they're going to be colored white. And then on the oak shelves, I'll just place down some more decorations like the seashells. And I'll take some more plants from the exterior. I'll place a photo frame, you know. Oh, also all the photo frames. I almost forgot to mention the decal codes are going to be in this video. So as we build, you guys will see the decal codes. I actually have to remember to edit that in. So add in anything else you want, any other decorations. I'll let you guys decorate this for a bit. I'm also going to place down a vase with flowers. If you guys want to know how to get flowers in your inventory, all you have to do is place the flowers down and then get out of build mode and then go over to the flowers, tap on them, and then you can store them in your inventory and then use them. Now I'm going to be placing oak shelves. So I'm going to be using 2 oak shelves on each side of the fireplace. They'll be colored white, just make them a bit taller, but not too tall because then you're not going to get up your stairs, you're going to like trip. And then on these oak shelves, obviously, what do we place in bookshelves? We place books. So I'm going to be placing a bunch of books. And I'm going to skip this part because this is really annoying. But I'm just going to show you what I color them, which was obviously the same colors we use. So the yellow, and then the blue, and then like the, what is it called? Light stone gray. And then maybe more white if you want. You know, any colors, guys. You guys can change it up, do whatever you want. And then other decorations, I like to do a lot of like vases, or I'll do like plants. I'll do more seashells maybe, like jars. So yeah, go ahead and add anything you want. And I also place fireflies, which I love. I low-key forgot these were in the game, but you know what? I'm gonna use them more. So I'm going to be doing some paintings now next to the stairs because it's a little bald, and I actually have to give you guys the decal codes. Marking that for myself. But yeah, we're gonna place down these like square rectangular paintings, one on each side of the staircase. They're very modern and they're pretty. This living room is like basically almost finished. What I'm gonna do is go to the second floor though and take this clear, sleek, modern fence thingy, and we're gonna color it white with the yellow little hue. And guys, I think this is so beachy and modern. I love to use this for my modern homes, so why not use it for my beach house? Let's do it. So it looks so great now. No one will fall off, and yeah, that's probably like I don't know, maybe a 30-foot drop. We don't want any like roleplay kids to, you know, misbehave and troll a bit. You know, we want to prevent that. So that's what the fence is for. Now let's go downstairs. Again, I'm going back to the living room. I'm just gonna place 2 bean bags because I love bean bags. Okay, I have bean bag like gaming chair. I use it every night. It is so comfy. I like curl up in a ball in it, and I like have my blanket playing Mario. Like, it's so nice. So I love placing these in my builds. So that's pretty much it for the living room, guys. Isn't it so cute and like low-key pretty detailed? Okay, so now we can move on to the dining area. We're gonna do this first and then the kitchen because this is a bit smaller and it's not like really too difficult or like crazy to make. It's really easy. So we're gonna use the rounded circular dining table. I love this table. I use this all the time. And of course in colors, wood grain, yellow, and white. And the chairs, oh my goodness, I love to use these rustic chairs. They feel so beachy, like the little design in them. I love it. Once again, same yellow, wood grain, and then some like blue seating, beachy colors, right? And now it's time to set the table. So for my centerpiece, as always, I take a vase and I take my roses, and then I'll set the table with some plates. I'm actually going to use the plates I have in my inventory from I think Valentine's Day. These are so pretty. I stocked up on like 100 of these, and I just wanted to add more detail to this beautiful beach house, so I decided, you know what, it's a special occasion because it's my first beach house of the year and it's beautiful. I love it, so I wanted to use these, make it even more beautiful. And then I'm going to place obviously my fork, my spoon, napkin, cup, you know, everything you need for the table. And then I'm just going to color all like the silverware just like white, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. This plate will be colored some yellow, some blue, some white, some pink. You know, if you don't have these, don't worry, just use a basic plate. It really doesn't matter. It's just me because I just like these. Yeah, so I'm going to place these for each seat, except I'm gonna skip this part because that's like really annoying and I don't want to make this video any longer than it is. Yeah, so we're just going to place these around. Very cute little dining table. And then what we do is add in a little tablecloth because these are really pretty. They add more detail. I'm gonna resize it a bit just so it actually like fits the table. And once again, blue color because it matches the seats. And now this gets a little like kind of confusing. I mean, I don't know. To me, I kind of confuse myself. But I'm gonna be using these heart carpets and I'll color them yellow with like white. And I'm just gonna place like 4 around. So basically like 1 on each corner of the table area, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is kind of weird. I just wanted to be a little creative. I think at this point it was like really late in the morning. Like, I don't know, I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. And I get like really kind of creative at night. So I was doing something really weird here. I was like, you know what? I'm going all out. I'm gonna do some weird like carpet design. I don't know, I think it looks really weird. So you don't have to do this. You can just do like a circular carpet. But yeah, not really sure what I did. Hopefully I explained it kind of well. Anyway, now it's time to place a light. So we're going to be using this beautiful chandelier, $4,000. What the heck, okay? Like, I literally ran out of money. I'm just going to say it. But we're going to color this all white, but we're actually going to color a yellow. So you can use a linen if you want, but the yellow I think is just so bright and lively. I love it. You can use this, my custom color. I love the chandelier, even though it's super pricey, but it is a special occasion. Like I said, I love this beach house. So I decided I wanted to do a bit more, you know, maybe use a bit more expensive things, but I'm just going to move this table back a bit just to kind of like center it a bit. And then I can place some decorations, which are going to be some shelves. I use the scatter shelves and I color them white. I used to do this a lot in my modern homes. I don't know why I stopped doing that. I'm gonna start doing it again because I love these. And then I'm gonna place down more seashells, more plants, cups, you know, anything you want. Now I'm going to place down some more plants, but like floor plants. So I'm going to go to a garden and I'm going to take this luxurious pot and then I'm going to place down this evergreen plant. All my plants are colored sage green, just like the exterior, because yes, so pretty, beachy colors. And I love this plant, guys. It is really affordable and it's just so pretty. I always make this. And then I'm also going to place in a cactus because I love cacti. So of course, and for a beach house, it's perfect. So on this wall, I'm going to do a clock just to take up that empty space because I hate it. And then I'm going to place down a little bench. And it'll be colored the same, like we know, the yellow, wood grain, and white. And then I'm going to place a cactus next to it. And then I'll place more hanging flowers because they're pretty. And that's about it for this room. Add in anything else you'd like. Alright guys, now it is time to do the kitchen. Oh my goodness. Wait, I said I like the living room a lot. I think the kitchen I like even more. I think the kitchen is my favorite room besides the sunroom. Just wait until you see the sunroom. Okay, so for this kitchen, we're gonna be using these traditional counters. I love these. Super fancy, little pricey, but not too bad. Like, they're so cute. I'm gonna use like both versions, and then we're gonna color the top part blue with this smooth plastic, the same blue that we used from the exterior, and the body is gonna be yellow with the wood grain and then some white handles. So all the counters will be colored the same. Guys, I have a really cool counter design we're gonna do. So we're gonna place one next to that window, and then we're gonna place another one like right across from it. I'm just kind of like reorganizing them a bit. But first I'm gonna place down a stove. This one's, yeah, kind of expensive, but it looks nice. So we're gonna place that in the center. Make some pizza, summertime pizza, bring to the beach. I always see people like bringing pizza to the beach. Can't wait to go to the beach. Oh my gosh, wait, I think it opens in like a few days. Oh, finally. Okay. What we're gonna do on the left side is take a fridge. I'm gonna use one of the fancy fridges. I don't know if I've ever used this before. It's because it's a little expensive and I'm always trying to keep my bills affordable. But like I said, today I'm like treating myself, letting myself build a bit more, not like be so restricted with money. And then in the corner where that like one wall is, we're gonna be using the traditional counters. And we're gonna place one right next to that little pillar, and then one right like, how do I explain that? I don't know how to say it. Like to the right of it, but like going down, yeah, it's gonna be like a square, and then place one more right next to that window. So nice, guys. I love this setup. How did I come up with this? I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And then next to those two traditional island counters, what I'm going to do, guys, is a little hack. Oh my goodness. We're going to take this steel cable railing. It'll be colored the same as the counter, so the white with the blue. And then we're going to go to fence gates and take the steel fence gate like door thing. And then we're going to color the same thing. And that will be our way to get in and out of that little island area. So now for the cabinets, we're going to be using the traditional cabinets. So we're going to use the one for the like fridge, obviously. We'll use a glass cabinet. We'll use the one with the shelf. I'd recommend using a lot of the shelves because you can store things in them. Then I'll use like a regular one maybe. And then I'm going to use a smaller one right next to that window because that's our kitchen sink area. Everyone clap. I remembered my kitchen sink today. So we're going to color the cabinets the same as the counters. So the yellow with the wood grain, white little handles, and one more short one above the stove so we can place some decorations. And then I'm just gonna make sure the appliances are all colored white with the yellow. And now we can place more appliances. So I'm gonna be placing a microwave, obviously, in the cabinet, like I just said. I'll place a toaster. Make sure all of these are colored white, some yellow, you know, or any colors you want. But that's what I do. Also coffee maker, and then I place a cup with it, and then add in any other appliances you want, guys. I only do the ones that I would usually use, like the basic ones that are kind of cheap, because I knew I was running low on money at this point. Oh, I'll also do a dishwasher next to the fridge. Same colors. We know this, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is place an oak shelf above the stove and make it color the same as the cabinets. And then I'm going to do some string lights, guys. I'm going to start incorporating string lights into my build because it's perfect for summer. It'll be colored white and yellow, like a wheat yellow. Very nice. And now I'll be placing some decorations. So some jars, some spices, you know, some utensils, anything you want to add in for your own role plays, some pots. That's basically what I do. And I don't really role play, but I did want to decorate this a bit. So I do add in a lot of little decorations. And of course, I color them all white and yellow. So place anything else you want on the shelf. I'll let you do what you like. So back to the dishwasher area, what I love to do is place down like this dish rack because it's like perfect. It makes sense. And now I'm going to place down some like stacked bowls, some plates. I'll actually move those plates in a second, but we'll use them though, I promise. And then I'm also going to do like a little dish rack thingy with some more plates and cups, you know, great for role plays. So you can add in anything else you want over here. Maybe you want to do like some towels or soaps, but we're going to use those again at the kitchen sink area. So we can go to that area right now. That's where I'm going to use the plates because we're going to place down our kitchen sink, and then above the kitchen sink, we're going to place down the oak shelf. We're going to resize it just so it like lines up with everything and color it the same as the cabinets. And this is where I'll place down my soaps, I'll place down my towels, you know, anything you need for a kitchen sink. You know, obviously lots of soap. If you want to place any more like plates and stuff like that, like I did, anything you want. But this is what I do. Now I do lose like maybe 30 seconds of my recording. I don't know what happened, but like it kind of cut out right here. But literally we didn't miss anything, guys. I promise. All I did was place down what I said, the towels, the soap. I did a cactus, like we know I love cacti. So of course, you know, I did that. And then in the corner next to the sink, I just placed down some more pots and like some spices. That's it, guys. So really it wasn't anything that we missed, don't worry. You don't even have to place those down if you don't want to. You could just place down some soap and some towels, but sorry that cut off. I don't know what happened. But back to this island area. So I do place down sunflowers with the vase, and then I'm gonna place down some stools colored the same, you know, the blue, the yellow, just so that we have an area to sit and drink our coconut drinks. And then I'll place down a carpet. Now this time I'm gonna change the classic carpet material to the wood deck tiles. I use these for like all of my carpets, and I'm gonna make sure they're colored the light stone gray. And then I'm going to place one more pillar next to that left side of the island counter, and I'm going to get more string lights. So I'm going to be using the basic string lights, and I'm going to place them from one side of the pillar to the next. And now these string lights are going to be colored a yellow, guys. It might be a little too bright for you. This honestly gave me like a headache looking at these while I was building it the other day. Or maybe I was just like really dehydrated. I don't know. But they are a little bright. So if you don't want the yellow, maybe linen. But we are going to be using those string lights again for this little other island area. But first I'm going to do another one of the cake stands and napkins because I love placing food down in my kitchens. They look so good in Bloxburg. Like I want to eat them. And now in this corner, I'm going to do another stool with a stepping stool. Now I'll place the string lights going along the edge of the countertop, and I'm gonna color them linen this time so it's not too bright where it doesn't blind me. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I love this area like so much. It's so cute. I'll do one more painting just to decorate like the walls a bit. Giant tapestry. And then I'm going to use that horizontal light again, and I'm going to outline it, and it's going to look so nice and beachy. I'll outline all like the sides of it. And then for the walls around it, I'm actually going to place the same windows over here, just 2 of them next to the fridge. And then some more plants in the corner because we love plants. And especially in a beach house, we need plants. So another cactus. Now for that wall that's empty, I'm just going to do another one of those shelves that we use, and that's it. I'll place some more like kitchen decorations on this because it makes sense, like some spices again, a bowl. Guys, oh my gosh, I forgot. This is literally like the best thing I do, I think. Like, big brain moment. Oh my gosh, I use a star thingy. It's like a star. I don't know if that's like a sticker. Let's call it a star sticker, because I love stickers. I place this on the walls and I colored that yellow again with the smooth plastic. It looks so beachy. It's so subtle, but it's like there and it's so beachy. I love it. Oh my gosh, I use this in like almost all my rooms, guys. It is so pretty. So I'm gonna place these around my walls. I love stars, so this was so fun. Shout out Mario, thank you for that obsession. But like, this was so fun for me to place, and I thought they were perfect additions. Last thing for this kitchen, oh my gosh, so much talking. I'm gonna do one more carpet that we use for the like island thingy, and yeah, it feels so beachy, just some more detail. I'm also gonna do a trash can because we kind of need that. Okay, I'm trolling. One more thing. I forgot. We're doing these same lights from the entranceway, one in each corner of the kitchen, and now that's it, I promise. I am going to change the wall texture to the polished horizontal wood planks. Oh my goodness. It is so pretty and so beachy. I love using this for beach homes. And I just love the way this kitchen turned out. I'm literally obsessed, guys, with this kitchen. Like, I'm obsessed with it. I cannot get over it. I love the way it turned out. I need to build more at like 3 in the morning more often because it is actually crazy how like creative I get. I don't know why. But hey, I love the way it turned out, so hope you guys do as well. Now we can work on the rest of our rooms on the right side. So we're gonna work on this bathroom over here, which I low-key love. And I know a lot of people are gonna be annoyed that there's a window. It still looks great. So make sure you place down the wall trim. And then we're going to place on the door, which is going to be the arched panel door. We'll use this for all the doors and make sure it's colored all white, just like the front door. And then I'm going to use those star stickers again for the wall because yes, I love it. So we're going to start off by placing down the toilet in this little corner because it's like the perfect spot for it. It's private, right? I know everyone would love that. And then I'm going to do the toilet paper with it. And then I'll do a trash can with that, of course. And then I'll place a star above the toilet with an oak shelf. And then I'll just place some toilet paper, some soap, bathroom decorations. So place anything you want. Alright, now in front of the window, we're going to be doing an elegant bathtub. I love this bathtub, probably my favorite one. I know everyone's going to hate that it's in front of the window, but guys, it feels so beachy. Beach homes have giant, like, open windows like this, and I love it. So we're going to place the modern bowl sink in front of the bathtub, which is my favorite sink, so I was very happy with the items I was using in this room. So the bathtub, I thought it would be so nice to use the yellow again. And then I'm going to use this little rustic end table because I thought the design in it felt so beachy. Once again, the same wood grain with the yellow and the white. Same colors, guys, not changing it up. Then of course I'll place a towel here because that's perfect for a bathtub. And then other decorations. I'm going to place down the shampoo. I'll place down the soap. Why do I sound British saying shampoo? I don't know where I get these accents from, but sometimes I turn British. Maybe it's from playing too much Zelda. I'm listening to their voice acting too much. Anyway, we're placing down any bathroom decorations you want over here. Oh, I'm also gonna do a candle because great lighting. It'll be colored linen this time, so it's not too bright. And then I'll do a little carpet, which is perfect for a bathtub. Now let's head over to the sink. So it's gonna be colored white, and then we're going to do the yellow with the wood grain again. And we can leave the marble because that's very pretty, and I love that for beach homes, and honestly any home. For the sink area, we're gonna do obviously soap. We need soap. We'll place soap, we'll place toothbrush because we definitely need those, and then we'll place some towels on the bottom because that's a perfect spot. Like, it's literally made for towels, I think. And then I'll place a hairbrush. And now I'll do a mirror. I'm going to do this illuminated mirror, which gives us some lighting, which is going to be linen. And now I'll place some paintings. So I'm going to be using these really pretty paintings, the square ones. Oh my gosh, they have these like really pretty detail. Like the frame is so pretty. And I'll place 2 of these. And now all we're going to do is color the walls to the light stone gray with the polished horizontal wood planks again. And that's pretty much it for this room. Oh my gosh, I love it. Just one more lamp above the toilet, which is the same one that we used from the entranceway. And I just love this bathroom. It is so cute. Definitely one of my favorites. So now that we finished this room, we can go ahead and work on the other bathroom and the bedroom over here. I'm just going to quickly color this hallway and then place the wall trim. We'll come back to that in a second. But I just really want to start off on this bedroom over here. Oh, of course I'll place the doors though. Yeah, we need the doors. Okay, apparently I'm placing all the doors first. I forgot I did that. I don't know why I did this now, but okay, we'll work on the doors real quick. So we're gonna do this sleek sliding glass door for the backyard because, oh my goodness, guys, wait until you work on this backyard with me. And it's called the same as the front door. And then we're going to use this like small horizontal window, and I'm going to resize it to make it longer. And then on the left side where this giant wall is, we're going to use the horizontal framed sliding double door, which will be for our sunroom. Once again, color the same as all the other doors with the yellow hue. I love this room, guys. Just wait until you see it. I'm so excited for it. But first, we'll work on our first bedroom. Woo, let's go. I like this bedroom. It was cute and simple, great for like a teen, college kid room. So obviously the wall trim. And then we're going to use the modern hairpin bed, the single bed, so we have more room to place things. So I'm going to use the hairpin nightstand. And then I'll use an alarm clock because we need that, with a lamp, which will be colored linen. And then some decorations with like a seashell, you know. So the bed is going to be colored yellow with the wood grain and then some white accents, and then the bed itself, like the blanket, is going to be blue. So we're going to use blue, we'll use yellow. We're going to alternate the colors. I love to do this. We're going to get a nice rectangular pillow. It'll be blue and white again because beach colors. And I'll make sure the nightstand is colored the white, the yellow with the wood grain. And now we can place a window right next to the nightstand. You can see our sand mound. Maybe it's not the best like view, but like you can always add stuff to it. I'm a little too lazy to do that though. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to build this bedroom. So we're gonna place a tapestry by the bed with string lights because we love string lights. And then more stars, of course. We're gonna place these stars literally everywhere. And then we're gonna place a dresser to the right of the bed, the hairpin dresser. Oh my gosh, we're using the furniture set in this room. Wow. And then for my dressers, I always will place bathroom items such as perfume. I'll place like a hairbrush, maybe nail polish, like anything you want from the bathroom section because I feel like that's perfect. It's like, you know, hygiene stuff. Anything else you want though. Same colors as always. And then I will use this rounded mirror above the nightstand with my beautiful vanity lights. I love these. I'm actually going to use the yellow color again because it's so beachy and bright. And then I'll do a rounded carpet to place beneath the bed, so it's going to be colored the same that we've been doing, the yellow wood grain outline, and then the tiles in the center. And then a cactus in the corner, some plants, you know, because we love plants. And now for the doorway entrance area, I'm placing down a beanbag because we know I love those. And then I'm going to place down a bench with some paintings. So I'm going to use the longer rectangular paintings this time. that's pretty much it for this room. All I'm gonna do is color the walls again, the light stone gray with the horizontal wood planks, and then just like a lamp from the bathroom because yeah, a little dim, but that's it. Okay, this room was really cute, really simple. This is the blue room. I forget if I have one upstairs. I low-key might. But this is the first floor blue bedroom. So now we can work on the second bedroom. Oh, just kidding, this is actually a bathroom. I'm sorry. We're gonna work on the second bathroom. We do have another bedroom though down here, I promise. So place a wall trim, and then we'll start to place the shower set, which is gonna be this beautiful traditional tile shower. I love to use this one. Once again, we're doing the white, we're doing the little yellow hue. And then in the other corner next to the door is where we're going to place down the counter. So I'm going to use the stylish counter. It'll have a white with smooth plastic top, and then the body will be the yellow with the wood grain, white handle. I'm also going to run out of money soon, but it's okay. And we're going to place 2 of these counters, and then we're going to place the bowl sink, which is so pretty. And then we'll place, obviously, our bathroom items. Guys, we know this. We're going to place down our soaps, same colors, the yellow, the blue. We're going to place down the toothbrush, you know, towels, maybe perfumes. Anything you want, guys. This is up to you. This is all good for role playing. So, you know, place anything you want that will help you out in your own role plays. Anything you want. Go ahead. I'll give you guys some time. Okay, now that I placed everything on the counter, I'm gonna grab a long rectangular mirror, and I'm gonna use the same light from the other bedroom, and then we'll place a trash can down. And then I'm going back to place more stars because I forgot about those for a second. I'm gonna bring them back to this bathroom and place them on the walls next to the mirror. And then I'll just decorate the shower set area a bit. I'll just place a hanging towel and slippers and then a carpet. Really easy. And now for the corner next to the door to the left side, we're going to place the toilet there. So the toilet, we'll place the toilet paper, we'll place a trash can. I'm going to steal a lot of these items from the other rooms to save money that way because, yeah, I have $300 left, guys. Wow, that's really embarrassing. But like I said, I really enjoyed building this house. It was low-key so therapeutic. So I really just kind of just built whatever and just like used items that were a bit more pricey just because I thought they matched. And yeah, this is where I run out of money. So yeah, Bloxburg taunting me because I have no money. But anyway, I did work and I got a lot of money. Wow, $150,000. What the heck? So I did make a lot of money back. And I'm just going to place down a shelf to the left of this toilet, and then I'll color it the same as the other shelf, you know, the same yellow, wood grain, the white. And then I'm just gonna place some more bathroom items on this. So toilet paper, soap, towels, seashell, whatever you want. One more painting above the toilet, and then I'll recolor the walls. And this time I'll use the small rounded tiles because I love to do these for my bathroom. So bathroomy. And that's about it. And now we'll move on to our laundry room. This is a really easy room. This is kind of like a break, I guess, from like placing a lot of things because this room is really easy and simple. But it's small, you know, and you don't really need much in a laundry room. You don't want it to be cluttered because you want to just wash your clothes and not trip. So we're going to do the basic dryer, basic washer, and then we can do the ironing board right next to that door to the left of it because we'll have a window there in a bit, which will look so nice for our backyard. Oh my gosh, the view is beautiful. And then I'll do these oak shelves again, just like we did in the living room, color them white. They'll be behind the dryer and the washer, which I think is such a cool little look. And then the dryer and the washer will be colored the same. So white, you know, yellow, very pretty. And now for the bookshelves, I want to place a bunch of towels, soaps, like shampoo bottles, body wash bottles, just like stuff that you would see in a laundry room that would, like, you know, look more realistic, make sense, right? So I'm gonna skip this part again because it's really boring and annoying to just see me place down a bunch of the same items, but they're all colored the same. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna place the sock on my dryer because yeah, I always do this. That's the only like clothing item we have. Why don't we have more? Don't know, but it's good enough. And then we're going to do a detergent bottle because we need that, but unfortunately we can't color it, so it's kind of ugly, so I hid it away. And then we're also going to do a basket of dirty laundry colored yellow because yes, yellow clothes, especially in a yellow beach house. And I own a lot of yellow clothing. Of course I do. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Also, my voice is like kind of breaking right now because we're over an hour in and I've been speaking for 42 minutes straight. Oh my goodness. Okay, so sorry about that. But we're gonna place a window, like I said before, and then more stars, of course. And then I'm just gonna place those cube shelves again. That's pretty much it for this room. We could do one more of those hanging lamps and that's it. Okay, really easy. So before we move on to the sunroom, guys, which is literally, oh my gosh, just wait until the sunroom. We're going to work on this hallway. So this hallway, I'm just gonna add in a clock just for some detail, and then some of those stars again, because of course. And then where that clock is, I'm going to place down a bench, color it light stone gray. I know I colored it yellow, but I changed it. And then I'm going to do some pillows, a star pillow, actually 2 of them. And then a little rectangular pillow in the center. Just something cute, just something I would want in my own beach house, you know? And then I'll place on the lamps. I'll place 2 of these just so that we actually can see where we're walking to. And then I'll place down the carpet. And don't worry, I know it's a little dim right now, but once we decorate upstairs, we're gonna get more lighting. So you'll see, once we get to the second floor, it'll be brighter. Also the sunroom too. That's gonna like brighten everything up, which we're actually gonna work on in a second. Once you're done decorating this hallway, we can move on to the sunroom. So place on the wall trim, guys. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, how did I come up with all this? I don't know, but I love it. I've always loved making garden rooms. I used to make those a lot in like 2021. So yeah, first time making one since. Oh my gosh, I hope I did well. So we're gonna do the long planks material with oyster. Change it up a bit, and I also thought it felt very garden roomy. And then we're gonna use that giant window that we used from the exterior. Oh my gosh, my voice, I'm sorry. I told you guys. This video is crazy, but I hope you guys enjoy building this. If you made it this far, drop a seashell emoji in the comments because I forgot we had that emoji. I'm gonna use that more to promote my beach homes. We're going to also use the smaller windows that we used from the second floor next to this, and then we're gonna use the regular sized windows next to those, and then just make them a bit taller. And look at that beautiful window for a sunroom. So now we're going to color the walls all light stone gray again, and then we're going to place one more arch door on that left wall because that's going to lead us to our last bedroom on the first floor. We have more upstairs, don't worry. So this is where it gets so good, guys. So we're going to use the wicker armchair set. So I'm going to build my own like sofa thingy. It feels so sunroomy. Oh my gosh, that makes no sense. But just wait. So we're going to use the one corner with the pillow, and then we'll use the one like regular one that's for like the middle seat. They'll all be colored the same. So the lining of it is going to be the yellow with the wood grain again. And then the cushion will be light stone gray. And then don't bother coloring the pillows. We're going to get new ones. Actually, we're going to have to place them until like the second floor. So we're going to have to wait a bit. But it's going to be the same tufted pillows that we used from the living room. So you can place them now. Just copy them for that room if you want. Sorry, I was so like obsessed with placing plants. I forgot the pillows. And then we're going to place another corner seat on the right side. And then we'll place one more left corner seat right next to the left side. And that's it. I thought this was so cute. I love this. Oh my gosh, I want this in like real life. I am going to place that little like ottoman in front of the right side so it kind of evens up a bit. And that's it for the sofa. Perfect for a sunroom. So I'm going to use the wicker coffee table for the coffee table, of course, and it'll be colored again the yellow, and then we'll do the white again. And then we're gonna place just some basic decorations. I'm gonna do obviously a cactus because I love those, and because it's a sunroom, so it's perfect for plants. And then anything else you want to do, maybe you want to do books. Okay, so in front of the sofa where this giant wall is, we're gonna start to place our plants. So we're gonna do this like workbench, which is perfect for like plants, like placing plants. So I'm gonna color it again, all the yellow with the wood grain and then some white. And then I'm gonna place actually another one to the right of it. So we're gonna have two of these, very symmetrical. And now I'm gonna start placing some pots. And then I'm gonna place some plants in these pots, obviously. So I'm gonna place down some flowers that we've been using, basically everything we've been using from the exterior and the interior. So all the same flowers, I'm just gonna go ahead and copy a bunch of those and place them in here. So like the wildflowers, the blue, the yellow, the pink, and then I'm gonna place a cactus. Actually, I'm gonna place like a bunch of those. And I'm even gonna place some new plants, mushrooms, because I love mushrooms, another love from Mario, and I just wanted new plants. So I decided to use those. So I'm just gonna place a bunch of those on each planter shelf workbench thingy, and then we'll add even more things. Okay, now I'm going to take another planter, this long planter, and I'm going to place it in the center of those two workbench planter things. And I'm going to color it the same, the yellow with the wood grain and the white. And now I'm going to dedicate this planter to growing a bunch of cacti. The blossoming cactus, I'm going to place like 3 of those. And then I'm going to place the tropical leaves because we use those from the exterior a lot. Obviously all the same sage green color. I love this. Oh my gosh. I would love to grow like a garden of cacti. Like, please. Now I'm going to take this little wooden mat thingy. I don't even know what this is. I just at this point was like, yeah, wanting to add in more detail. So I decided to do this with yellow. And I don't know, it looks kind of nice. Just adds more, right? But beneath the cactus planter, I'm actually going to do a carpet. The same one that we've been using. And now I want to get some lights. So we're going to go back to that window and we're going to use the fairy lights and we're going to use custom placement and basically place them from one corner to the next like 3 times like this, and they'll all be colored linen. I think these are perfect for a summer house, beach house, and a sunroom, of course. And now we're going to place a tapestry right behind those cacti, and we're going to resize it a bit and make it a little smaller. And then we're going to get some wall lamps because I did this in my last like garden room. Oh wait, I actually built one last year, I forgot. So that was the last time I built one, a year ago. Actually, I don't think I ever posted the interior. Oops. Okay, well, if you guys want to see that, remember my blue suburban house? That's the interior I'm talking about. I never posted that. Oh my gosh, I want to though. Maybe we'll do it one day. But I use these lights to kind of help grow the plants, right? It makes sense. So in this corner next to the door, we're going to use the smaller version of that cactus planter. We're actually going to do 2 of these to like make one bigger one because yeah, it was too big to place that giant one there. And then we're just going to place more cacti, some flowers. Now I'm just gonna place some plants in the corners, like in the corners of the rooms, because we just need to take up some space and add more plants to this beautiful sunroom. We have this weird plant. I call it the monster plant because it sounds like monster. Yeah, it looks cool and I love it, so I want to use it. Yeah. And then this spiky plant, because I love this too. It looks so cool and like realistic. And I don't like to make realistic plants out of decals because I'm too lazy to place all these decals. I'm sorry. That's why I like never do those. So yeah, I just use like the plants that I have pre-made, so it saves me time too, you know what I mean? Like this, oh my gosh, this video it's taking me so long to edit, and the speaking, oh my gosh, I feel really tired from speaking so long, 50 minutes straight, but we're almost finished with this house, sort of. We're like more than halfway through, so yeah, I'm gonna place a clock above that cactus planter, and that's it for this room, guys. You can tell how obsessed I am. I'm taking a little quick tour of it, and I even take a screenshot of this. Guys, I love this room so much. I can't emphasize it enough. It is so cute. But now it is time to work on our last first floor room. Yes, it is a bedroom, guys. This room is really cute. I like this one a lot. Not just because the bed is gonna be colored yellow, but we're gonna be using the fancy bed. Oh, I love this bed. I'm gonna place this right next to the door. And yes, it's colored yellow and then all white. And then we're gonna get a new pillow, which will be colored yellow and white, of course. In this room, we're going to use the fancy furniture, of course. So I'm going to be using the fancy dresser right where that long wall is, like far away from the bed. And it'll be colored again white with yellow handles. And then once again, we're using our bathroom items. So we're using some perfume, cactus. Yeah. And then I'm going to place a floor mirror because that's perfect. I love my floor mirror. Like, to me, you can't have a bedroom without a mirror. I already started placing some paintings, like the decals, so yeah, sneak peek. Of course, we're adding more of our star stickers, and for some reason I forgot that I wanted to place a sunflower in my sunroom. How did I forget that? Sunflower and sunroom, like, they literally both have sun in their name. Don't know how I forgot that, but I just quickly went back to add that in, and that's it. Alright, back to this bedroom. I'm going to place two of these windows, again, the same ones we've been using, right next to the bed because I thought that was really pretty. And then I'm going to be placing some plants in the corner in front of the bed with a beanbag chair. We love that. And flip-flops, guys, I low-key keep forgetting that we have flip-flops. Oh my gosh. Perfect for a beach house. And then next to the bed, I'm gonna move the door over a bit so that we could fit in this fancy nightstand right next to the bed. Same colors as always, and then we'll have a clock, we'll have a lamp, and a painting. We'll also place another painting above the bed with an oak shelf, which will be colored white, and then some decorations. As always, I'm going to be using seashells, and I'm even going to use another vase to place a sunflower because I love sunflowers and it's perfect for a yellow room. Oh, and we're also bringing back those string lights because beautiful. For more lighting, I'll place one of those hanging lamps above the dresser. And then for the bed, I'm going to add in a rounded carpet, and it'll have the same material as that living room carpet. And then I'm going to place in a hanging chair because this chair feels so beachy and summery to me, and I low-key want one in real life. Whenever I use it, I always say that, but it looks so cool. Just like float on, not float, okay, wait, hang on, you know what I mean? Just to like be sitting there like chilling, like that looks so cool. Colored yellow, of course, because that's the color scheme for this room. This is the yellow room. I would live here. I claim this room. And then we have a cactus because you guys know I love those. Last thing we're going to do is color the walls light tone gray with the horizontal wood planks. And now this room is even prettier. Oh, sorry, I forgot. We're doing one more thing. We're doing some string lights, the fairy string lights going along this cute little beachy hanging chair. I love to do this. It's so cute and like such a vibe. And that's it. This room, guys, is so cozy. But guys, now that we finished this room, guess what that means? This entire first floor is all finished. I cannot believe how much we've done so far. Woo! It's a lot. Okay, I've been speaking for almost an hour straight. Yeah, so this is really crazy, but I love this build. It's so worth it. So now, guess what we're working on? The backyard, and then we get to go upstairs. So we're using the same concrete from the front exterior, and we're gonna place a little 2x2 area right by the back door. Start off by that. Then we'll extend the patio out 6 squares to the left, and then we'll take the sand material and we'll place that right in front of the window, and then 3 to the left because we want some more, and then go up by 4. And then to the right side, go up by 4. So we'll just start out like that. We'll go slowly, right? You can always extend it out more if you want to make your backyard even bigger. As you know, I'm not using a large plot, so you have more space. But I wanted to keep it consistent and use the sand mounds again. I love my sand mounds. I love this. Oh my gosh, I thought it was so cool. So I'm going to use a bunch of these. You don't have to use these though if you want to save money. Yeah, just do a fence, but I'm just gonna place a few of these down. Just as you guys know, we've been doing it from the front exterior. You can just copy a bunch of those. That's what I did, and then just place them around. I'll just place a few for now, and then I'll place the rest of them later. As you guys know, I like to layer them and stuff. I think it's so nice. So I'm gonna place them on both sides. But let's go back to placing down the floor because we want to finish this. So we're gonna take the concrete again, and we are going to go up by 5. So it's gonna be pretty symmetrical. Each side will be the same. And then we'll go up by 3 on the right side because now we're going to start to place a pool. Yes, I placed a pool. Of course, in a beach house, we need a pool. So I'm going to place 2 in the bottom right corner, and then I'll extend them out from there, going 5 across. Just a small pool like this. And then make sure you place the concrete around it 2 squares, right? Just like this. You see what I mean? 2 squares long, just so that like we have some space to walk around. Yeah, you can obviously make this pool like bigger if you want to, but I was trying to save money. And I'm also not gonna roleplay, so I'm not really gonna use this pool. Anyway, we're going to place down a cabana. You could find this in the garden section. I love this. It is just a little pricey, but we're gonna use it for today. We're gonna use again the same color, yellow wood grain. Beautiful. We'll place down the corner, and then I'm gonna place, oh, a really expensive sofa. Yikes. It's okay though, it looks nice. It's a sleek sofa. I feel like it can be like a beachy outdoor sofa kind of thingy. It'll be colored light stone gray, and then a yellow, whatever those lines are, like, I don't know what those are. And now we're going to grab a little small patio table because it's so cute. And we're gonna color it white again with the yellow. And now I'm going to be placing fairy lights around this cabana because yes, it's so tropical and like beachy and summery. And now I'm going to take a larger patio table and we're going to have a little, patio table. So we have a cabana and a patio table because I wanted to do both of these. And I didn't want to delete the other one, so I decided, we're just going to have both. So I'm going to use these really fancy, kind of expensive though, like classical chairs. They feel very beachy to me. And again, they'll be colored yellow because it's so pretty. I'll place those like right in front of the cabana. I just didn't know where I was placing them, so I kind of moved them around a bit. And then I'm going to place a grill to the left of this door. And then I'm going to place that patio table next to it so I can place down some plates and some utensils. Perfect little addition for role plays and for little cookouts, if you want to cook a hamburger or hot dogs or what else do you make. I think that's really like the basics, right? I don't know. I prefer like chicken nuggets. Why do I want chicken nuggets for like every occasion? It's not good. Anyway, back to this little table. I'm going to be placing down an umbrella. I love to do this because it's so summery. So a little umbrella to like give you some shade, and I'm going to use the plaid material. So pretty. And it's going to be colored blue this time because I thought I was using too much yellow and I was like, yikes, I should change up a bit. But for the pool, guys, we're gonna decorate this just a bit, not too much, because they're kind of expensive, these pool items. I'm gonna use just a basic ladder, very easy. And then I'm gonna take that floaty, because I used that from the exterior, of course I did. And then I'll do a little pool noodle with it. And then I'm going to take this short fence and I'm going to outline the pool and color it the yellow with the wood grain. And then I'll take some floating lights to place in the pool because they're so cute. I love these. I was so excited when they added them in game. They're just very like fairy core. And now let's go back to the landscape. Oh lord, we have to place a lot of these sand mounds, but like I said, if you want to save money, don't do it. But we know how to place them by now, right? Because we did the entire exterior. So I'm gonna skip this for you guys so you don't get bored. But wow, look at all these sand mounds. They are beautiful. Low-key love this landscape though. And now what I'm gonna do is just take a bunch of the plants from the front exterior and place them all around the backyard. So of course the cactus, I'll place those little fern plants, the tropical plants, all the flowers. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So yeah, you'll see me going back to the front of the house to take all of my plants from there and then place them around the hills on the flat sand. So I'm just gonna do that for a bit. I will skip a bit of this just so that it's not, you know, too boring. Yeah, you guys know, just place down any plants you want. Oh, also the palm trees. I'll be placing like 4 of these just because, yeah, I love these. Perfect for my beach house. A little expensive, I know, so you don't have to place them. You could do the regular trees if you want, but go ahead and place down any plants you want. Maybe you want to place down more like backyard items, like more tables. Maybe you want to do sun chairs. I actually do come back here and place down some towels later on to like sit on. Maybe you want to do a playset. I don't have Bloxburg to do that. I did want to, but I checked my Bloxburg. I have 92. That's not happening today. So yeah, if you want to add them in though, you can. But I'll skip placing all these plants. So do a cool transition and now you'll see all the plants that we have. Guys, they're so pretty. I love this. But wait, we're not done yet with the plants. We're gonna add even more. So we're going back to that front door from the front exterior and we're gonna take those tall cacti and we're gonna place 2 of them right next to that large window. And now we're going to take a bunch of the blossoming cacti and place one every square. Just like we kind of did from the sunroom, we're going to make a little cactus garden again. And then we'll do the tropical leaves in between them. And then we'll do the fern plants growing from beneath the cactus. And then I'm going to do the little floral plants in front of those. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's so cute. And yeah, see how cute this backyard is, very spacious. You can add so much to this, but like I said, I don't role play, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Also, I didn't want to spend as much, but I know this is a little, I know this build was already a bit up there, but it's great because of all the detail, all the rooms. It's, I think, perfect for the price, and it's not even like that expensive, you know? I see people with like $10 million homes. How do you guys have that much money? I've never in my life had $1 million in Bloxburg? How? Teach me how you do it. If you exploit, tell me. No, just kidding. Don't tell me how you do it. I'm joking. Bloxburg, if you see this, I do not want to hack. I have never hacked in my life, okay? Wait. No, I have not. Not in your game. I promise. Anyway, let's go inside now, please. So it looks great. The first floor layout is beautiful. Look at everything furnished, right? All I'm gonna do before we go upstairs is take this small circular like table and just place it in the corner with a little candle just so that like it brightens this area up because it was a little too dim. And I'll place a cactus and a hanging plant just to add some detail to this, you know, really kind of necessary, but just felt a little bald and boring to me. But now we can go upstairs. So now we're going to take the door, the same door, the arch door that we've been using, and this will be obviously all the doors that we use for the second floor, of course. So we're gonna place one on all these walls where all the rooms are. We only have 3 rooms to decorate because the other one is a garage, so it's not too much, guys. We're almost done. So we're just gonna do some wall trim. Of course, we need the same wall trim. Oh, also I placed 2 stars on the fireplace. Forgot to mention that, but now we're going to also color the walls. Make sure you color them the light stone gray again. And now we're going to add in a little lounge area up here because I promised that from part 1. So I'm going to do the same window design from the sunroom. So the same exact thing basically. And then I'm going to place some bookshelves. I'm going to place 2 bookshelves on each side of the window. I'm just going to cut this out so it's not like too repetitive. And now I'm going to go downstairs because I was going to copy those seats from the sunroom, but this is where I realized I forgot to place the pillows. So this is where I place those tufted pillows, and then I place some flower pillows with them. Now I'm going to copy the chairs and bring them upstairs and make another little lounge area. Basically the same thing, except I'm just going to do 2 ottomans, 1 on each side instead of doing the chair on the left side. And now I'll do that cute little rustic end table in the center, and I'll color it the yellow again with the wood grain and white. And I'm actually gonna place 3 of these to make one big beachy table, and then place anything you want on these. I'm gonna place down some sunflowers, maybe some books, anything you like. Now I'll place that rounded carpet again. It'll be colored the same as the first floor carpets. And then I'll place 2 lamps, the same lamps we've been using. So 1 on each side of the sofa. And that's pretty much it for the sofa lounge area. Very cute and simple. Not too crazy, so you can definitely walk. You won't bump into anything. And I'll place more of the stars on the walls. I'll just decorate the walls a bit, like place some plants in the corners, and then I'll place just like 2 paintings right next to that door with the plants. So you can add in more plants, anything else you'd like. I'm gonna add in a desk area and another little lounge area too. But first I'll do some carpets on each side of the hallway. And now what I'm going to do is add in a screen porch door. This will lead to our balcony. I love this balcony. It's so cute. The door will be colored the white again. And then next to that door is going to be a desk area. So it's going to be like a little office, kind of open office area. So I'm going to use this really nice quadratic desk and it'll be colored the yellow with the wood grain again. And now what I'm going to do is add in some books, just some basic decorations. I'm going to do more sunflowers. I'll do a painting. Anything you want. You're free to add in any decorations, but this is basically what I do. I am going to add in a new floor plant this time though. This really nice linear floor plant. But that's it for the desk area. So now I'm going to add in more lighting, which will help out that living room downstairs. So I'm going to place those 2 hanging lamps basically in front of that giant window you see, one on each side of it. So it'll really help to brighten that area up a bit. And now we'll go to the left side of this hallway. We're going to grab some wall decorations like a clock, and then I'm going to place down some more plants in the corners. And then in front of that window, we're gonna do another little lounge area. So I'm gonna do the contemporary little chairs, like the smaller version of the sofa that we use from the living room, but it'll be colored the same as the sofa from the living room with the same tufted pillows. And then we'll do 2 of them because very cute. Sit and talk with someone about the beach, I don't know. And then make a little rounded table there with a little cactus, because yes, we need cacti. Little bathroom mat, and that's pretty much it. Really easy. I'll just do one more little lamp so we get some more light. And then for that wall, I'm just gonna go back downstairs and take that like triple shelf, whatever that's called, because there's like 3 of them. And then I'll place 2 of those horizontal paintings again that we've been using from the other rooms. And that's pretty much it. I'll give you some time to place these down and add in anything else you want. Okay, but now what we're gonna do is go down to the first floor, to the living room, where the front entranceway is. We're placing down a leafy fan. It'll have linen lighting, it'll all be colored white. And we're going to go back to the second floor, and we're going to place down a floor right above that fan, and we're going to place down this rounded pillar, and then we're going to delete the floor. And look, it looks like the fan is connected to that pillar. Doesn't it look so nice? It brightens it up. So now our living room is bright and we can see. I'm just going to add in fireflies to that lounge area, and that's it. Then we'll work on this first bedroom. Okay, it's time to work on this bedroom now. So we're gonna make sure we place the wall trim, color all the walls the light stone gray, and this will be like the parents' room. So we're going to use a double modern bed. We're going to place that right in front of the door, and it will be colored once again, the yellow, the wood grain, all white, and then the bed itself will be pink. So we use a new beach color, and then the pillows will be pink and white, the same rectangular pillows. And then we're going to use the industrial nightstand. We're going to place one on each side. It'll be colored again, the yellow, the wood grain, all white. And then we'll place down the alarm clock. We'll place down a vase with some flowers because, of course, we're placing those everywhere in this house. I love it. And then we'll place down a picture frame, a little heart picture frame. Who is gonna be in this picture frame? I don't know. Maybe Toad, because I love him. Then we'll place some seashells, any other decorations. Then I'm going to place that giant panel window right above the bed, perfect. I love how open and modern it feels. Then I'm going to take the fairy lights and place it along that window. And then I'm going to just place down the dressers, which are actually going to be the industrial closet. So I'm going to use the shirt one on the left side, and it will be colored yellow with the wood grain, and then white, and then pink clothes to match the pink room. As you guys can see, I love to color code the rooms. And then on the right side, we're going to do the pants, and of course, they'll be colored the same. Yeah, pretty cute, right? A little different. And now for this balcony, I wanted this balcony to be accessible through the bedroom, so I'm going to do another door. So I'm going to do the striped sliding door. Matches the sunroom door, right? Love it. Colored the same as all the windows and the doors. And now we can access our balcony, and it looks like a window too from the exterior. It looks so good. And I'll just place some more of the stars again, and then I'll place down another lamp, one on each side, basically one on top of each industrial nightstand. And then I'll place down a carpet, the long carpet, right in front of the bed. And that's pretty much it for this room. Oh, I am going to change the texture of the balcony to the pavers concrete to match the concrete outside, and that's it. So this bedroom was really easy, right? Pretty simple, but it's like the parents' room, so I feel like that makes sense. Now we can work on our last bathroom, guys. So place down all the wall trim. We're almost done, and then we'll place in the toilet right next to the door, but to the left of the toilet is where we're going to place down the shower set, which will be the tub and shower combo. And we're going to place down in front of the toilet the stylish counters again, and they'll be colored the blue again on top with the yellow and the wood grain body, and then white handles. And then we'll place 2 of those. And then, yeah, we're going to start to place, we're going to place a window. I know everyone hates on bathrooms, but guys, the back exterior, I think kind of just needs a window here. And then for the sink, I'm going to do the rounded sink again. I love this one, the elegant sink. And then as we know, we're going to place down all of our bathroom items. So our towels, our soaps, perfume bottles, anything else you want. Go ahead and add in what you like. I'll give you some time to color everything. Add in anything else. Remember the colors are the yellow, the blue, the white. Well, you know this by now. We're 2 hours in. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I've been speaking so much. I hope y'all aren't sick of my voice by now, because I'm sick of hearing myself talk. Okay, now that I've finished with this counter area, I'm gonna go back to the toilet area and I'm gonna place in a trash can with toilet paper, of course. I'll get new toilet paper this time, make it fancier. Now we'll go to the shower set. So I'm going to do a carpet again, bathroom mat, same material. And then I'll color the shower set. So I'm going to do white again. We'll do a yellow hue. And then we're going to do some slippers again. You guys know I love to do that. And then a hanging towel. Oh, and then we're gonna grab our stars. We're gonna place one on each wall next to the counters, and we're actually going to place some lights for the counters. So I'm gonna use these really nice wall lamps, curved wall lamps, one on each side, but we're actually gonna color them different colors. So the right one is gonna be that bright yellow, and the left one is gonna be colored beige, just to get, like, you know, a variety in here. I love bright yellow lights, so pretty. And then a painting above the toilet. And now what we'll do is just color everything. So I'm going to color it light stone gray again. And then this time I'm going to use the subway tiles. Love this, and it also matches the shower. And that's it. This room is all finished. Pretty easy, right? Pretty cute though. I love this bathroom, and I love the one on the first floor that's like at the front of the house with the windows, of course. I'm sorry. Okay, this is our last room, guys. The garage doesn't really count. So what we're going to do is add in our washroom again. And we're going to use the modern double hairpin bed. And this one will be a parent's room again if you'd like to, or if you want a big bed yourself, yeah, go ahead. We're going to do, again, the yellow with the wood grain. And this bed will be a blue again. And then all white around it. Okay, so we do have two blue beds, but it makes sense for a beach house. A blue beach house, that is, because the exterior is blue. Blue and yellow, primary colors. So pretty, so beachy. And of course, we're going to use the same pillows, the blue and the white. And then we're going to do the large panel window above this bed. And then for the nightstands, we're going to do the traditional nightstands this time. The top part will be colored white with the smooth plastic, and the bottom part, the body, will be yellow with the wood grain, and then a white knob. And we'll place one on the right side, so just copy that over. And now we'll have one on each side. And then we'll place an alarm clock on top of it with a lamp. We'll do a new lamp this time. This traditional lamp. Oh wait, it matches. That's perfect. It matches the little tables. I'm also going to place down sunflowers and then seashells because, yeah, so beachy, of course. I also wanted to do a blanket, and then I'm going to color it yellow with the plaid material, going back to that plaid, which is so pretty. Now I'm going to be using the traditional dresser because we're going to use all traditional items for this room, except for the bed, but it's okay. The bed still looks cute. And then of course for my dressers, I'm using my bathroom items, so a hairbrush, I'm going to do a cactus, a plant, very cute. Ooh, also fireflies! And then this is something really cool. So if you type in mirror in decorations, we have this life preserver mirror. Guys, this is literally perfect for a beach house. I thought this was so creative. And then just to add in more decorations to the room, I'm just going to place down the stars on the walls, and then I'll place some hanging plants. And then in this corner that's pretty empty, I'm going to place my blossoming cactus with a little chair. So the same small contemporary chair, you can just copy it from that lounge area. And then it's going to be a cute little area to just sit down, admire your cactus. And I'm going to place 2 windows behind that chair so you can look out your window, look at your sand mounds. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And then I'll do one carpet for the bed and then some paintings on the walls. And now all we have to do is color the walls light stone gray and then texture them to the same polished wide horizontal planks, whatever they're called. And that is it for this room, guys, which basically means we're finished with the house, basically. Because all that's left to do is just add wall trim to the garage. I'm only going to do the top wall trim and then just color the walls light stone gray, and that's it. I will place 2 of those lamps just so we have some light because we don't want to crash. And they'll just place 2 windows on that wall that's kind of empty. I just wanted to add something to this. If you did want to add anything to this, maybe you want to do cabinets or shelves or like garden items. I like to do wheelbarrows a lot. But yeah, I'm not going to do anything because it's really fine. We've spent enough money already. Like, I'm good. There's a lot in this house, but you can add in anything else. I also want to save room for my car because maybe I'll use this in the summer. Like, Bloxburg is supposed to update with that map revamp, so I'm probably gonna need a house and a car to drive around to explore everything. So, and it's happening in the summer, so it's perfect to use this beach house. Anyway, I'm just gonna add in 2 more lamps, one on each side of the hallway upstairs, just for some more lighting. And then I'm also gonna do a candle for that bookshelf where the lounge area is, just so that we can brighten this area up a bit. So I'm just doing some final touches, really. So downstairs to the dining area, I'm just going to change the wall textures to the horizontal polished planks again, just the same one that we've been using, because I wanted to add a bit more to these walls. And that's pretty much it for the house interior. I am going to quickly go outside to the backyard. This is what I said before. I decided to place down towels. Because how did I fit those? I don't know, but they are perfect to just lay out and tan in the sun. I cannot wait to go tanning. The sun is so like warm and relaxing. Warm, of course it is, but it's just like so soothing, right? All right guys, so this is it. This is the final result. Oh my goodness, I love this house. I am so obsessed with it. The layout with everything furnished, it is so awesome. I love this house so much. I love the interior and the exterior. I think I love the interior more though. It's just so beachy and perfect. So I'm gonna post a full house tour in a separate video because I love this house so much. I just want to dedicate a whole video to this house to tour everything, the interior and the backyard. I'm so excited to just look around, but I will give a quick sneak peek right here. We'll go inside through the living room and the kitchen, just like the main area because I love this area, my favorite spot. Oh my gosh, I just love everything about this house. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you built it, thank you so much for rebuilding it, and feel free to post it. Tag me on anything like Instagram, TikTok. I would love to check it out. If you watched this through for 2 hours, thank you. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk for 2 hours. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.